For those of you who currently work with us, we've been super active during the first quarter of the year, making adjustments to your portfolio. I mean, we've had a near 3,000 point correction in the Dow, and then it rallied up 1,200 points or so before taking a smaller dip this week, only to rally back up today. For those of you who are clients, I feel we've been able to manage your accounts in a very positive manner that should put your portfolio in a very good spot moving forward. This market volatility has actually allowed us to have risk-reward conversations with each of you, and while looking at real numbers, here's what it was worth, and here's what happened to your portfolio. Is that what you expected? I think that's good and healthy to do every couple of years. Now, I know none of you like to see anything that we own oscillate whatsoever, but the reality is that the stock and equity markets do ebb and flow. This recent correction within a bull market has been a good conversation starter and a reminder of the risk we all took in investing in securities. In addition to risk reward, these conversations may have also included the individual sector as well as stock-specific stories on positions that you currently hold within your portfolio. I believe that in today's world, it's vitally important for all investors to have a 30,000-foot understanding of what they're invested in. And that means more than just stocks. You should also understand what services and solutions the companies that you own provide to the general public. Additionally, you need to know the why. What's the goal of this particular investment? These are all things we naturally cover in the investment planning portion of our review with you. Those of you who have been with us for a couple decades probably have become accustomed to these conversations, maybe even look forward to them, and maybe you might even consider them normal when talking with a financial advisor. The reality is, however, that this is anything but normal. What we do is unusual, and I know this from nearly every new client that comes in that we work with telling me that they've never had this type of discussion prior to working with us. It's my opinion that there are a number of folks out there who call themselves financial advisors or investment representatives or financial planners, and yes, some of them even advertise that they're CFPs for whatever that's worth, who aren't well versed when it comes to the actual holdings in a portfolio or what's going on with the actual companies that you own. Many of them pass off the day-to-day portfolio management of client accounts to third-party services as they spend their time finding additional client assets, regardless of how the current assets are doing. And I personally have a big problem with that because I view each of our client relationships with you as family. And I view my role as a trusted shepherd for that person's finances, for your finances. How could I not know the names of the sheep in the portfolio? I also know deep down that if I do my best to take care of each one of you and your interests, that over time that comes back full circle. Whether in you continuing to do business with us and our team, or when you give us that extra helping hand in the form of a referral to someone who holds you in high esteem, and that trust then extends to us. That said, my desire for every family we work with is to have a real understanding of what they own in their portfolio. And even though we do want you to trust us, we want to make sure that you're educated. Educated clients, as we say, are the best clients. In my business, I know that when someone refers someone, trust is extended just by walking in the door. From that point on, though, trust is earned. And as we demonstrate time and time again through financial conversations, we are often more right than wrong in our financial predictions. One of the things I do know that I've seen in my own life, personally and professionally, that's imperative when it comes to trust is communication. When we can't solve your pension issues, for those of you that are Kentucky teachers, we might have some real trust issues. We can promise to communicate with you on a regular basis. We can always do that. And as I always tell people in my conference room, regardless of whether I'm bringing good news or bad news about your financial situation, I want you to hear it from us first. Here's to 3 more quarters of good conversations, transparency, and hopefully a lot more referrals, as this is now the social season. So help us continue to grow, keep our team busy so that we can continue to provide better and more comprehensive services to you and your family.